Excellent flight, Jeb. Let's bring it on home. Pull up, Jeb. Pull up. Jeb, pull up. We are proud to introduce the Mark II. This is a more sophisticated craft than the Mark I, thanks to the science gathered by the Mark I and by the Grazer program, which you'll hear about in another press conference. We have had 3 unique launches over the past couple days. They have been unique, yes, would be the best word to describe them. Valentina was able to get her first launch in, which was good. You can see her getting some science there. We used science to get more advanced parts. Her flight went very well until about here. My lead navigation engineers tell me that this angle was the problem. As you can see from this snapshot, space is still above us, and the rocket is no longer heading in that direction. Despite the minor instability of the rocket, Valentina was still able to bring the craft back to the ground safely. We were able to use a lot of the science from Valentina's first launch to make some much needed upgrades to the Mark II. The Mark II was able to reach over 5,000 meters higher on the second launch and would have gone even further if it hadn't been for a sudden turn of events. As you probably noticed, that's fire coming over the nose of the rocket. Although the rocket bursting into flames was not part of the plan, it gave us some good insight to the strength of the nose parachute. Also, when the rest of the rocket broke away, we had an opportunity to test the heat shield, which our engineers took full advantage of. Of course, we were able to return Valentina safely back to the surface. Upon splashdown, she even got to go for a little swim. And incidentally, we got to test how watertight the spacesuits are. And that leaves us with the third and final launch that we're going to discuss today. Now, some of you may have heard rumors about this launch, and some of them may be true. Thanks to what we learned about stability from our previous 2 launches, this launch was a milestone for our rocketry program. We set speed records, we set altitude records, and yes, now we can call ourselves a space program because we have gone to space. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Jebediah Kerman is the first Kerbal to visit near Kerbin space. He did science, he ran numbers, and he even used his slide rule. And after a glorious 7 minutes and 20 seconds in space, he began his return journey. And this is where the rumors come from. As Jebediah began his descent back into the atmosphere, we had an unplanned maneuver. And incidentally, Jeb got to test how watertight his pants were. Unfortunately, during the re-entry, Jeb was unable to separate with the rest of the rocket before it separated with him. However, Jeb was able to right the craft and bring home what little of it remained. Now, just to dispel some rumors, Jebediah will fly again soon. It was not aliens. And yes, we do have cheese puffs in the Astronaut Training Center vending machine. Thank you. Subscribe and share if you liked it. And remember, going to space has never been this entertaining.